Hi everyone. I hope you're enjoying it's my Friday. I know it's probably not a lot different than your Wednesday or Thursday or Saturday or Sunday, but I am feeling a lot of hope right now because friends, it's so sunny out, so that just makes me happy. Anyways, I wanted to just quick make this video to remind yourselves how you get our work. And so I'm going to include this in the email that I send out, and I'll remind everybody. First off, if you haven't submitted the work from last week, please do that. I know it's difficult to not know what's going on with grades, and there's some stuff that's come out from ODE. I will as soon as I know more, but I do know not doing anything is not going to work in your favor. If you are having trouble completing things or you just need extra help or it's too much or something, just please reach out to me. You can email me nwatson1@pps.net. You can send me a text and remind, Canvas, whatever you need to do. But please, um, to help show me how I can help you on this. So, anyways, remember every single week we're going to go to Canvas, and I'm enrolled in my sixth period, so I'm going to Wednesday. If you're in my third period, you would go on Monday. If you're in my seventh, you would also go on Wednesday. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to watch this video here on how to get feedback from Canvas assignments. I'm not going to go through this again because I did in there, but basically what I want you to do is I want you to make sure the work you turned in last week, if you got an incomplete on anything, please make sure you read the feedback and you know exactly what I'm missing. It really, if I had feedback, I tried to find and contact you a different way so that I could change it, but I couldn't get to everybody. But if it does say incomplete, please correct what it is. It's just so I know and can make sure that you're doing okay. But otherwise, I tried to respond to some of your warm-ups and I loved your answers. So the first thing I'm going to do always when I'm getting my work again, I'm on week 2, 420 to 424, is I'm going to look at my agenda. And just a couple things to highlight with the agenda. I'm going to kind of look through this here. I'm showing you my introduction, telling you if you're in my third period, I'd like you to turn it in on Monday. If you're in my sixth and seventh, I'd like you to turn everything in the following Wednesday. This week, I'm going to do some live instruction. We are learning quite a few new topics. So I thought it would be helpful if I could do that for you. You're welcome to come to any one of the class periods. I know you have other class periods as well that you're working on, but if something happens. So on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing live instruction um, from 1:15 to 2. Probably not going to take as long until 2:15, but if I need to, for sure. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to do it for 2:30 to 3:30 for my sixth period. And on Thursday, I'm going to do it for my seventh period from 1:15 to 2:15. So I'll make sure that everything that is reflected on here, it looks like I did not do that right here correctly. So I'm going to quickly change that for you just so you know. So I'm going to do it Tuesday 1:15 to 2, Wednesday 2:30 to 3 or 3:15 if I need it, and Thursday from 1:15 until 2. Again, you don't have to attend these. These are optional things, but it's just a great way for you to get some extra help. And if you're like, I don't really want to watch those notes, I'd like her to teach it because it's new content. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to specifically go through all the classwork work as a way to kind of keep us on track. And so if you are struggling with the classwork, feel free to pop in then. Again, it's always on Google Meet, and you're going to go to Watson office hours, and that's what you type in for the code. Okay? If you have other questions, I'm also going to answer them during those class periods. I am getting off at around 2 o'clock, and then I'll pop back on at 2:30. I'm always available then, but it's also just this week I was kind of sitting there for a couple of days, and so I'm trying to utilize everybody's time to the best of our abilities. Okay? Let's see some other things that are on here. Just how to contact me, what we're doing. Our learning goal this week is I can factor using the greatest common factor, difference of squares, sum or difference of cubes, in order to reduce a rational expression. And then I've also gone through and just highlighted everything you need to do. And I'm going to go through all these assignments. I don't need you to turn in your notes to me. I really appreciate that, but that's completely unnecessary. Okay? Again, I don't know what's going on with grading. Maybe I'll have a different answer and I will update that on our next Hangout if you come to it. But if I do, I will let you know. And if you're struggling with how to submit stuff, right here. Okay, so I've got my agenda done. I'm going to go back to my calendar and I'm looking at the warm-up. I'm doing something different with the warm-up this week, and I'm doing it in Go Formative, okay? Go Formative just loads you right away. it's using your TPS email. Okay. So these are the two questions you'll have to do, and it will ask you to kind of show your response. You can actually use your cursor and how I set this up. So that will be really helpful for you. And you can actually show me your work. This is again a work in progress. Okay, so I've set it up so that you can actually use your cursor to explain it. Just know that 3x caret 2 is the same as 3x squared, okay? The second question you're gonna have to answer is, how are you feeling after your first official week of distance learning, and is there anything I can do to make this better? How am I personally feeling? I'm gonna be honest, I may have teared up a bit when I heard all of your exit tickets. I miss your voices, and I miss seeing you all so much. Like, it gives me such great joy when you pop into my office hours and say hi. I kind of love that. I am doing better. I have a lot of hope that we're gonna get back to life. At some point, it will be different. Ways that we can make this better, just let me know. My goal is not to stress you out, because I think a lot of you have enough stress in your life, but also to keep you learning. So just let me know. My son is having a joke every day, so I can share the jokes with you if you want. I won't, but maybe you just like my jokes. Okay. So we're gonna go back there. Okay, so there's nothing, no due date, points, none. Okay, so there's nothing to do for that. I'm always gonna go back to my calendar and see the next thing. Okay. So the next thing on there is the notes. So I'm looking here. I go back to the calendar because that's helpful. Okay, here's the notes. The notes are kind of lengthy this time, and you can do whatever you want. Somebody asked me such good share some really good feedback, and they said, "Why do I have to take notes when it's right here?" Friends, you don't. If you just want to do the classwork and have this playing, great. I don't care how you do this. This is only to help you. So what I did was I broke it up, and you can kind of, if you start playing it, you can kind of, go forward and look at things more that you want to do. So it's long because I went through a lot of stuff, but again, you can kind of stop it, do some classwork, and move on from there. What I did try to do for you, though, I'm going to go back to my calendar today, was right here. I tried to break up the notes like the classwork. So let's look at what the classwork is. And this is the first thing you're going to submit for me. Okay. So there are three parts, excuse me, that you need to do. So I'm looking at the classwork, I'm popping it open, and this is what it is. What I'm trying to do is to give you some more choices with the classwork. And the notes do correspond to this stuff. So let's look at what the classwork says. Okay. So factoring out the greatest common factor, that's the first two slides with the notes. I need you to pick 5 of these to factor, okay? Again, what if you are really struggling with doing this? Well, just gonna go back over here. There we go. If you're really struggling with working on this, and I guess it's not gonna let me do this. If you're struggling with this is what I'm gonna work on when we do our live instructional videos. So you're first going to pick 5. Then there's some factoring shortcuts. There's 2 different ones. One's the difference of squares. Pick any 5. One is the sum or difference of cubes. Pick any 2. Um, I would really love it if you could pick like 2 from 3 through 6 and 2 from 7 through 10, but I didn't say that specifically. And then simplifying rational expressions. I either want you to do the odds or the evens. Okay, so that's your classwork that you're going to work on. Again, we're going to take a picture and submit it. Okay, you're doing a great job. One thing I really ask is that if you could try to make your picture so that when you upload it, it looks like a portrait and not a landscape. Because I had to do a lot of this, and that's cool. I can do that. It's just a little easier for me. I don't know if that's like a setting you can do on your phone, or you can kind of rotate it when you submit it. It would just be really helpful to me because that would be really nice. Okay, so then I'm gonna work on the homework. And I'm gonna look back here again. And I'm scrolling down. Here's the homework. And again, that's an assignment you're going to submit. You're going to upload a picture. This is what the homework looks like. You are going to factor and simplify. Again, if you need me to help you with these problems, I would love to do some of these as well during some of these office hours that I have. Okay? Okay, the last thing I'm going to have you do is the exit ticket. And I really enjoy looking at your exit tickets. Specifically, I like seeing you share something. Okay, and I'm going to X out myself here. When I say share something, here is what I am looking for. I'm going to arrow down. I've got two problems. I don't care which problems you choose, okay? And I'm gonna have you do the following thing. I'm gonna have you submit two things, okay? First, I want you to choose one of these two to this one or this one to simplify. I want you to solve your work and upload it. And then I want you to record yourself explaining how you got your answer. So you're gonna do two things, okay? First, I'm gonna do a file upload. I wanna show you how I'm doing this real quick. I'm just like doing something random, okay? Open, and then I'm going to go to media and I'm going to record it. You all did such a great job. I'm going to show you this. Hi, Ms. Watson. I'm doing this. Start recording. 2, 1. I'm going to go, hello, hello. Okay, awesome. So record it and I'm going to save it. Okay, so look, I've got something here and I've got something here. Review with factoring. I just picked like random documents and media, and then I'm going to submit the assignment. So you're going to submit two things here. Okay. And what's really cool is I can look at my submission details and I can see exactly what I did. It looks like I've got a media recording, and then the other one we'll see as well. Now, I'm hoping I can see both. Um, if I just get your media recording, that's great. Honestly, if I just have the media recording, I'd be just totally fine with that. Okay? So let's make sure that I think is all I have for you today. So I hope that everything is going great, and I miss you all so much. And let me know if I can do anything else for you.